June 2025. War erupts as Israel then the US launch a relentless assault on Iran. For 12 days Iran's defenses are put to the ultimate test. Lacking modern air power, Iran relies on asymmetric tactics, but the technological gap is clear. Israeli airstrikes devastate military infrastructure, destroying 70 air defense batteries and key radar sites. Iran fails to down a single Israeli jet, leaving its skies open to attack. Over 1,100 Iranians are killed, including civilians and more than 30 senior commanders. 11 top nuclear scientists are assassinated, crippling Iran's nuclear program leadership. Tehran is hit hardest, signaling a direct threat to the regime's core. Despite the onslaught, Iran quickly retaliates, showing its resolve. On June 21st, the US escalates, striking nuclear facilities like Isfahan, raising fears of a wider war. The world watches, anxious that the conflict could spiral and destabilize the region. Iran's strategy, built on resilience, not parity, faces its harshest reckoning. The war exposes both the strengths and deep vulnerabilities of Iran's approach. The Middle East security landscape is forever changed. The stakes have never been higher. Iran unleashes over 500 missiles and drones at Israel, testing the limits of Iron Dome and David's Sling. Most are intercepted, but some break through, striking military bases and infrastructure, killing 28 in Israel. Iran's missile barrage proves it can inflict real damage even as its own defenses crumble. Cyber attacks target Israeli and US infrastructure, adding chaos and psychological pressure. Yet, Iran's regional proxies, Hezbollah, Houthis, Iraqi militias, play almost no role, weakened by prior conflicts. The axis of resistance, once Iran's forward shield, is now ineffective. Iran is left to fight alone, its traditional strategy of proxy warfare failing at a critical moment. The war is fought in the air, on the ground, and in cyberspace. But Iran's isolation is clear. Its missile and cyber capabilities stand out, but its alliances are fading fast. Strikes on Iran's nuclear sites mark a turning point. Iran's uranium enrichment is set back months, but the knowledge remains. The loss of top scientists is a major blow, but not a fatal one. Hardliners in Tehran see the attacks as proof. Only a nuclear deterrent can guarantee survival. Parliament halts cooperation with the IAEA, ending international oversight. Iran debates leaving the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, signaling a possible move toward weaponization. The war, meant to end Iran's nuclear threat, may have pushed it closer to the bomb. The region faces a new, unpredictable nuclear reality. Diplomacy is sidelined, the nuclear shadow grows. The Middle East is now more volatile than ever. Iran's hopes for Russian and Chinese support evaporate as both powers stay on the sidelines. Isolated, Iran realizes its defense rests solely on its own capabilities. The regime doubles down on missiles and drones, the only tools that proved effective. A fragile ceasefire, brokered by former President Trump, halts the fighting but resolves nothing. Nationalist sentiment solidifies the regime's grip. No internal collapse is in sight. Iran's costly investment in proxies is re-evaluated, with future focus shifting to indigenous weapons. The risk of a regional nuclear arms race grows, especially with Saudi Arabia watching closely. Iran stands at a crossroads, more isolated, but more determined to secure its survival. The next phase will be defined by self-reliance, advanced missiles, and a dangerous nuclear gamble. The Middle East remains on edge, its future uncertain.